In 1925, German immigrant Walter Schlage revolutionized the hardware industry with the first key and knob lock. This invention became the catalyst for the birth of the manufacturer known as the Schlage Lock Company. Today, 70 years later, the Schlage tradition continues, building superior lock products that last. From Schlage's wide array of quality products, the D-Series heavy-duty cylindrical lock has proven its strength and durability throughout the world. Initially offered in a wide array of knob designs, it exceeded all industry standards. In 1990, Congress passed into law the Americans with Disabilities Act, which essentially mandated the use of lever trim in public buildings. Schlage recognized the need for a unique lock chassis to support this design requirement. The D-Lock was their choice. Redesigning this highly regarded product was challenging because lever locks are unique in that levers are exposed to exceptional forces rarely experienced by their knob trim counterparts. These forces create great stress on the lock chassis and require design concepts specifically engineered for lever trim. A new lock chassis with both strengthened hubs and spindles and auxiliary spring cages was introduced. Despite the similarity in appearance with its predecessor, the installation of this new lever chassis is different from the D-Series cylindrical knob lock. Let's proceed with the installation. Accurate door preparation is essential for the D-Series lever lock. As shown on the door template, a 1-inch edge bore and 2 1/8-inch face bore are known standards when knob trim is utilized. The lever lock, however, requires 2 additional 5/16 of an inch holes above and below the face bore. In pre-drilled doors, the Schlage Drill Guide, part number 40-080, provides the exact location for these auxiliary holes. In hollow metal applications, be certain there are reinforcements for both the latch and the chassis. When needed, Schlage Auxiliary Reinforcement Kit number 37-001 can be a solution. If there are no reinforcements for both the latch and chassis, loosening and misalignment of the lock chassis can occur, one major cause of lock failure. After installing both latch and strike, prepare the lock chassis for installation by removing the inside lever, the driver, the bushing with either of the special tools provided, and the inside spring cage. Schlage presets all D-lever lock chassis for 1 3/4-inch thick doors. However, this can be verified by using the measured lines on the template for reference. If readjusted for any reason, or an exceptionally thick or thin door is encountered, the chassis must be readjusted to compensate for the new door thickness. Refer to the installation instructions, how to adjust for door thickness. Failure to check this adjustment could cause lock failure. While holding the outside lever, place the lock unit into position on the door. Be certain the lock housing fully engages the latch bolt as shown. Partial attachment may be caused by a faulty door preparation or inadequate reinforcement. Recheck with the template and make any adjustments necessary. Holding the outside lever firmly to the door, place the spring cage into position on the chassis. Start the bushing onto the threaded hub and fully tighten it with the tools provided. A ratcheting sound will be heard as the serrated components make contact. Insert and fully tighten the mounting screws. Firm attachment of the chassis to the door is necessary for long lock life. Inadequate tightening of the castle nut bushing or mounting screw at installation is another major reason for lock failure. Align the dimples on the inside rows with the grooves in the spring cage. Push the rows against the door and rotate clockwise until the dimples snap into the slots adjacent to these grooves. Assemble the plastic insert. Engage the slot in the driver with the plastic insert. Slide both lever and driver onto the spindle. The beveled lever catch will automatically depress. To ensure engagement, pull on the lever. When properly installed, the lock chassis and latch are centered within the door thickness, and the lever trim projects equally on both sides of the door. Spring cages are firmly through-bolted to the door face, and the lock chassis is tightly secured to these spring cages. In summary, you can extend the life of the SCHLAGE lever lock through careful installation. Simply be aware of the need for ample door reinforcement. SCHLAGE's Auxiliary Reinforcement Kit number 37-001 may be helpful. Solid tightening of both the castle nut bushing and mounting screws. And proper chassis adjustment. How to adjust for door thickness in the installation instructions is a useful resource. A lot has changed since Walter SCHLAGE revolutionized the lock industry back in 1925. But his business philosophy and commitment to quality remains intact at SCHLAGE today. With the people, the products, and the commitment to continuous improvement, SCHLAGE is providing the most advanced lock systems for business and home security. SCHLAGE Lock Company, setting the standard for security worldwide.